Welcome back. I'm Tedward. Welcome to a beautiful sunny summer day, and it's Friday. We're going on a little road trip, and I'm taking so much stuff, I'm really bad at packing for stuff now because I feel like I'm just used to having everything with me because I take my Lexus or my Honda everywhere and I just throw all of my things in the car. But I'm also usually by myself. But my friend is coming to pick me up in his Rivian R1T, and we're gonna load up his bike, my bike, and all of our stuff. I'm sure it will all fit nicely, but I just want to show you the versatility of the Rivian on a road trip. Hopefully, we'll find out. Anyway, we've got all the things we need. Cycling is such a pain because when you travel with bikes, you've got to travel with your stuff too, because it's not just the bike, it's a helmet, it's cleats, it's all the little tools and the lights and the chargers, because now, you know, I got to charge this light. I've even got to charge my derailleurs. And I know that there's some cycling people that are going to say, hey, your bike is facing the wrong direction. You've always got to go drivetrain out. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm right-handed or what, but like I feel so uncomfortable holding my bike the other direction. Like this is the only way I know how to like lean a bike properly, and nothing's touching anything, so it's fine. But he's got a trailer hitch mounted bike rack on the back of the Rivian. We can put two bikes on there. We don't need to take any wheels off. One of the downsides, I guess, of this bike is just that it doesn't have a quick release front wheel, which I've never not had. I've always had a quick release. So it is a little different for me to not be able to pop that wheel off. But that's the nice thing about the Honda and the Lexus, is that this bike is able to fit inside the back of both of those cars, no problem. The only thing is that I couldn't fit two because it's laying in like this. And unless I don't want to stack the bikes, it's probably going to damage them. Not great. I've already got some scratches on this one because right here, let's see, that right there on that tube is from my Joe Blow bike pump, because this is very sharp and steel, and I had this laying somewhere, the bike slipped and it started rubbing against this metal plate. Wasn't aware of it. Then the other scratch, why not show you all the damage I've done to this bike, is, let's see, right here. I don't know if you can see that, but that was after a stupid fall on the Cape a few weeks ago, which again, like everything is just a dumb accident that I've done, because I haven't gone down at speed, but I have gone down like stopping, where I'm like, oh no, and I couldn't unclip from this pedal. I actually had to adjust this quite a bit to loosen it up, because when you if you can't unclip, then you can't put your foot down. So I've got this one set pretty loose right now, but anyway, we'll do our best. We'll load it up and we'll see how the Rivian does with all of my stuff for a little beach getaway down the Cape. We're loaded up. The Rivian's in its low position right now, and we've got the bikes mounted up on the back. Now, this is something that I'm gonna have to do a sanity check at some point, because I do trust this, and my buddy Mike, he travels with his bike all the time on these, but like when you're hanging $4 or $5 grand each off the back of a truck, it's just one of those things where you're like, please God. And the thing is, if you get like rear-ended, hopefully whatever rear end you goes under the bikes. But this is actually a pretty sweet setup. He's got the quick release on the front, so his bike is a lot easier to manipulate, unlike mine, which is a lot more static. But yeah, let's see what happens. It's been a little while since I've driven a Rivian. The last time I had some Rivian experience was in LA. We had the quad motor. This is Mike, new Rivian owner. And I guess I'm going to have to block out all of this, because then they're going to see where I live. But that's fine. We'll do some strategic blurring. So let's get on the road, and then we'll talk about what it is. Oh yeah, they're not like a Mercedes. Quite the noise.
It has the bike rack on it.
Oh,
I didn't set it for not having the bike rack.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna have to turn off the one pedal driving, because that is like, that's like my one pet peeve. I'm not a one pedal drive guy. Right now we're fumbling around a little bit for one pedal driving, because I am not a one pedal driving guy, and like even just lifting off of this, like it's still regenerating quite a bit, and I just always find that so disconcerting. Like I like a little bit of coast. That's fine. Maybe I'll just adapt to it. And it's okay if I have to adapt to it. But I didn't remember that being so aggressive. This has the BMW style blinker stocks, so it always centers, so it doesn't hold itself down. And right now, I'm basically driving in the rear view mirror because I'm staring at my carbon fiber baby hanging off the rear of a pickup truck. And it's hard for me. And this is my least favorite intersection, but luckily the Rivian's pretty fast, so if we had to just go for it, we can go for it and hopefully not rip the bikes off.
They're fine. I promise. I think that's all you get on one pedal.
Okay. So low is that. All right. Low is still pretty regen-y, but it's okay. Oh, these rides so nice. The Rivian's a pretty refined thing too, because like you were coming from a Model Y, and that's very crashy. That must have felt. This must feel like a S-Class.
Yeah, this is amazing.
These are lovely. Good visibility too, and they're pretty functional as like an everyday pickup truck. I mean, I know people love to say, well, that's not a real truck. It's like, well, yeah, but like neither was a Ford Ranger in the 90s. You know, those aren't like off-road monsters that are going to tow a boat, and they don't have to be. They just have to have the practicality of a bed and the space and the ability to just like kind of not care. It's an adventure vehicle, and that's exactly what we're doing with it. You know, it's rare that you're just going off-road and living on dirt trails. We're going to sit on the highway for a long time. We've got all of our stuff. We've got our bikes, and we still have a ton more room in the bed because I don't think we even used it because everything's in the cab right now. This thing masks speed pretty well. Like that was actually, I was just shocked to look down and see 50. I thought I was like 40. Yeah, my only complaint about any of these sort of modern vehicles is controls for stuff like wing mirrors and things. Like they're all on the steering wheel, and it just means you've got to go through another couple layers of screens and menus to get to the thing you want to get to. And I know a lot of people complain. They say, well, Tom, you're just an idiot. You should be setting those mirrors before you even start driving. And I do, but if you're sitting in a parking lot, it's really difficult to get a gauge for exactly where you want those mirrors while you're on like a highway. There's a difference, you know. I can get them set up pretty close, but then once I'm driving, I'm usually still trimming them a little bit. And you know, if it's your own vehicle, it's not something you're going to think about because you're going to set it and forget it. But if you're an auto journalist and you're getting into, you know, 3-4 cars a week, it is something you think about. And I like that. We've got the screen to show us this, which is really nice. It's like ultra smooth. I really forgot about the Rivian experience. I haven't been in one in a while.
So much nicer than Tesla.
I'm adapting to this pedal quickly, which is good. I'm still horrified about the bikes, but we'll...
They're fine. I promise you, they're fine. They're bolted to the back by a $500 mount.
Who makes that bike rack?
One Up. Yeah. They were like a startup. They came into existence because the makers didn't like the way current bike racks like only hold the bike on one wheel.
Okay.
And the Toulet is like half steel. So it's
that was
heavy.
So French of you.
That is
the Toulet.
That's how you pronounce it.
The Toulet, baby.
Whatever. Toulet, whatever.
Toulet. I like that.
But that's all aluminum, so it's relatively light for solid aluminum.
Sure.
Which is nice if you have to take it on and off the truck.
That's a lot of aluminum for $500.
Yeah, it's never gonna rust. It's sat outside plenty of times.
Yeah, that's something I would like to get on my my Lexus because I've got a tow hitch. I'm ready to go. Like,
yeah.
It is such a pain to have
so much better than the like little janky bike racks that you put on the window.
Well, and the thing is, if I put my bike in the Lexus, it means that like now I don't have any space in the Lexus. Like I can't fit. I definitely can't fit 2 bikes in the Lexus without stacking them and probably ruining them.
Yep.
And then all my stuff just kind of goes under the bike, which is fine, but I really like the idea of being able to like put a couple, like doing this, like we can put all of our stuff in the back, we can still have 2 people in the car.
Yep. They make like a 4 bike version of that, which is way too much.
Yeah.
But, and they make a 1 bike version.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're roughly the same price. Might as well get a 2 bike.
Just for the sake of my OCD and this video, and I'm going to just check and see real quick where we're at. I don't know what you're doing. You're just like not like, do you understand how roads work? Are you just like a clown? She looked like a clown. Let's go check this real quick before we get on a motorway. My own sanity check, because I'm a crazy person. I do this too, by the way. I will always check to make sure I have my night guard. I never get on a highway without checking first to be like, oh, I got my night guard in the backpack. Oh my God, it works. Like, it actually works. I'm so excited. This is so cool. Okay, we're good. And you know what? Just because I said it, I'm gonna check that night guard. It always sits right here. There it is. Okay, we're good. I can sleep. You're slowly learning that your friend is a crazy person.
It's fine. You can adjust it, I guess, so it feels sportier, but I actually like it feeling boat-like.
Yeah, boat-like is good. I'm like a Bentley guy, you know? Like, I like a Rolls Royce, I like a Bentley, so Luxo barge is the vibe.
It was secure?
It was secure. I'm like so impressed. This is the thing, when we take the toter home on like race trips and stuff, and we've got the big trailer with the double stacker, we do the same thing. Like, we'll drive it down, we'll get on the highway for a few minutes, we'll stop at a rest stop, and we'll jump in the trailer and make sure all the cars are secure, even though like we've strapped them down on all 4 wheels and everything. It's just a sanity check to be like, we aren't ping-ponging vehicles at each other while we're driving down the highway, just to make sure. It's just like a 2-second check that can save you thousands of dollars. And I don't know, I try to be in the habit of that.
We could have checked the actual connection to the tow hitch, but we didn't.
That I trust and hope that you have just figured
did.
that out.
I did.
I did give it a tug, so like,
it's not going anywhere.
Yeah. So what's the range on this thing at 100%?
330 miles.
Okay.
It's the R1T dual, like, next model up battery.
It's impressive that they have so many options and categories for these cars, because they really only need to have 2, but they've got a tri-motor, a quad motor, and a dual motor. And the dual motor, I would imagine, is the most efficient and the least powerful, but maybe the most range, or is it a smaller battery pack?
Standard is the smallest.
Okay.
So this is, I believe the dual and the tri are roughly the same 0 to 60. And both the dual and the tri with an upgraded battery, you can unlock performance with a software upgrade.
That's frustrating to me. I appreciate the idea of it, but like, I don't know, when I buy something,
ridiculous.
I don't want you to unlock things. Just give me the car. It's like having the subscription to the heated seats on a BMW.
Yeah.
That's bonkers. But look, I get the model. It is what it is. Rivian is a relatively new, occasionally struggling brand, so we'll let them do their thing.
But 0 to 60 is 4.5 seconds, and I think the performance upgrade is like 3.1.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I had the quad motor in California, and I was really impressed with its abilities.
The quad motor is amazing.
It's so
I
silly.
drove it. It's amazing.
Plus, you can do a tank turn.
But I'm not paying for that.
No, it's really expensive.
Like,
It
I
defeats.
was not going to buy a $100,000 truck.
Well, it defeats everyone does though. Like, trucks are so expensive, but it just defeats the purpose of playing the EV game and being like, oh, I'm saving money on fuel. It's like, bro, you spent $100,000.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't save any money.
And there's caps for how much you can, the MSRP, to get the mass rebates and the federal rebates.
Yes.
Which was the idea of buying a new car. Used for me. Or made it easier to hit the buy button.
Sure. It is a bit of a brick. I mean, it's got a little bit of wind noise. I can hear it off the mirrors and stuff, but like, it's nothing particularly unpleasant. And relative to my Honda, like, Hondas are pretty loud, but yeah, it's okay. This is a nice little cabin. This is doing the job. So we are gonna soldier on for a bit, and if we happen to stop and check again, I'll bring you back. But otherwise, we are en route to the end of the Cape because we're heading down to Provincetown for the weekend. Gonna go ride in the dunes and try to get an all-over tan. All right, I'll see you in a bit. The bike's made it just fine. I need to get one of those racks. Maybe I need to reach out to them and see if they'll send me one because I really like that and it would be perfect for the Lexus. But now we're out in the dunes, ripping around the province land. Sorry if there's wind noise. Going as slow as I can for that. But, you know, bringing your bike somewhere is just like the best way to actually explore a place, because as much as I love driving around and finding new mountain roads and stuff, there are things that are just inaccessible by car or sometimes incredibly expensive, or you need an off-road permit or something. You know, even just on a road bike, I'm pretty limited. What I really wish I had was a gravel bike. So I do see either a gravel bike or a mountain bike in my near future. But yeah, I need to find a better POV setup for this because I'm just holding an iPhone right now and it's not very easy. And I would like to be able to take you at speed through some of these places. But here, take a look. It's a good day, baby. We're on the way back. We've got the bikes loaded up and now we need to see if this is going to fit properly. Let's see, are we good? Will she reach or do I need to adjust? Okay, here, I can angle a little differently.
Did it do its thing?
We'll find out. Unplug and try again, it says. Welcome to EV life, baby. It's so perfect. This is the trick with all these EVs, is like, if they don't want to take a charge or if something doesn't go right, then you're pretty screwed.
It's working.
Charging. All right, cool. So this is what's nice about Teslas now, is you're able to use these adapters, so it comes off with this. But the thing is, like, everything is in a different spot. So with a Tesla, you'd back in and that would work perfectly. But like with this Rivian, I have to park like kind of an in order to get this to be angled in a way that that's going to go for it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to take up two spots. So I have to be in like a really strange spot for that to fit, which is a little bit of a bummer. Anyway, we've got the one-up bike rack on the back, which is so convenient because I don't have to take my front wheel off. This just pops right up. And, you know, I'm like a little paranoid and I'm still going to check it over and over again, but I think I really want one of these one-ups for my Lexus because this is lovely. Something I did not know is the green charging lights that occur on the front and rear of the Rivian, and that's kind of fun. But you know what? If this was really packed and there was another bunch of Teslas that came in, they'd say that like I was a jerk because I've got to keep my footprint over here so that fits. Definitely a little bit annoying, and that's just some of the growing pains of the infrastructure. So we're hopefully going to add just a little bit of juice. What's it charging at right now?
214 kilowatt.